Hey everyone, welcome. I'm going to give you a quick tour of all my houseplants. This plant is known as Monstera deliciosa, and you can see how beautiful fenestrated leaves this particular plant has got. You can also see that some of the leaves are drooping, which means the plant is actually ready to drink some water. Now let me show you this one. This is actually the green pothos, and you can see that I've got two plants in two hanging containers, and I'm trailing them up. You can also see some mosaic bird houses which I made. You can also see that I have Dobby right here, and I have purple shamrock plants. You can see how beautiful the leaves look. They actually look as if they are a butterfly sitting on a little plant. The one on the left, it's actually called Chinese money plant, and I have had this particular plant for a year and a half, and you can see that it has grown taller. The next one, this actually is called Carom seeds plant. Then I have two little baby plants which are actually shamrocks, green and purple shamrocks, which I have propagated from the original mother plant. On the right, you can see that I have a little money plant or a little pothos which is propagating. This one actually is a philodendron which I got from Florida. Then these two are again shamrock plants which I am displaying here. By the way, that particular painting, I did that painting a few years back. You can see that I have a couple succulents over here along with string of pearls which is trailing out. This one is Dracaena. I've had this particular Dracaena for almost three and a half years now. Yeah, quite long time. Now let me tell you about this beautiful creeper which is creeping up. The name of this plant is Chinese spinach. It's also called as Malabar spinach. Actually, this is the plant which my mother-in-law gifted me, and you can see that it has grown quite a lot over the winter, and it's growing even more as the summer is right here. I often take some leaves of this plant and I make dal with it. It tastes really good. You can also see that there is a strand over here on which a whole bunch of seeds are coming, which means I'll be able to use these seeds in order to make more Chinese spinach plants. I adore this plant. Now let me show you some plants which I have outdoors. You can see that this is my little balcony, a place which I absolutely adore. Now let me show you some of the plants which I've got. You can see that I've got these Portulaca or moss rose plants. I love them. You can see that they are blooming right now. The one in yellow, this is actually, it's a Cowpen daisies plant. And these are Mexican sunflower. You can see how beautiful orange they are. Some more Portulaca. Oh, look at this beautiful white flower. This one, actually it's a lemon plant. Again, it's going to take quite some time to grow lemons on it though. This one is a Bromeliad. It was gifted to me by a close aunt of mine. This one is a sunflower. I love sunflowers. These blue flowers are actually called cornflowers. I think they're adorable. You can also see that my Jasmine is blooming, and I love it. Did you see this moth, the white moth? It's been sitting there for quite some time actually. And if I move the plant, it goes away and then it comes back in a minute or two. So it really loves that flower, and it definitely loves the plant. This one is another jasmine. You can see a lot of blooms on it. I'm really looking forward to seeing it flower. Okay, now that's my chili plant. You can see there are 2 or 3 chilies right there on that plant, and there are more flowers, which means I'm going to get a few more chilies pretty soon. I love butterflies, which is why I planted the milkweed plant. Look how beautiful and delicate those flowers are. Okay, this one is a special one. So we got that fruit once, and I decided to just sow the seeds in this particular container. And you can see that the plant is growing. In fact, it's trailing right here. And you can see the beautiful yellow flowers which are coming from that particular plant. I don't know whether fruit will grow or not, but I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. This one is my most favorite plant. We are not supposed to have favorites, but this one is. This is actually curry leaves plant, and I've been using these curry leaves for quite some time. You can see that the plant has matured a lot over the last 2.5 years. This one, the leftmost one, it's actually pineapple plant, and I'm going to soon transfer it into another container. Actually, this is just a temporary container. I have just a few little experimental plants right over here. Oh, look at this one. This is actually the taro plant. How beautiful the leaves are, see? These leaves actually become pretty huge. I'll show you actually once the plant is fully grown. This plant is pretty little right now. Actually, it's barely, I would say, I don't know, 4 weeks old. Yeah, I put the taro bulb inside the soil like a month ago. Okay, now let me show you my tomato plant. This is my tomato plant. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, it actually already has a tomato. Do you see it? Yep, right there. These are my little bamboo plants, and I've had them for, I don't know, 3.5 years now. Okay, look at these. I grew all of these little plants from seed. And this one is a calendula. You can see how beautiful the yellow flower is. Let me show you this one. Okay, now that's spinach. And as you can see, I've harvested it quite a few times, and you can see that it's already seeding. So it's going to flower and it's going to seed pretty soon. Okay, now that's carrot. I've been really interested in actually having some carrot plants, which is why I planted some seeds. And you can see that beautiful plants have come up. I was supposed to thin them, but I didn't have the heart to thin them out, which is why I've left them as it is. And anyway, I really like the look of this plant. Okay, this one is going to be a beautiful plant. This actually is called a rose campion. So as it matures and grows, its leaves actually look greyish silver, and the flower is beautiful pink. I'm going to show you a picture just to show you how it's going to look. Okay, now that's my mint. This mint actually is pretty interesting. It has a pretty interesting backstory. Actually, this particular mint was infested badly by spider mites last year, and it so happened that I literally had to cut it all the way down. And then what I did is, instead of throwing it, actually, I knew that I might still be able to save it, which is why, although I cut it completely down, I still kept it, right? I still watered it, and you can see that it came back during the summer this year. And you can see that I'm actually enjoying these mint leaves a lot. I'm literally, taking a few leaves here and there every now and then, and I'm using them while cooking. Okay, this one is, again, a baby curry leaf plant, another spinach plant, 2 more curry leaf plants, and we eat spinach a lot, right? I mean, we are probably the biggest consumers of spinach here. So I have put in a few more baby plants over here. This one actually, this is called ponytail palm. Somehow I really like the look of these plants. This one is a bougainvillea. Some more spinach. Some more spinach. Oh yeah, this one is a lemon plant. And you can see that I have a frog who really likes to sit here and meditate. This one is chillies. And you can see that there are 3 plants, right? So the one on the right, that's the mama plant. I got this approximately 2.5 years back. And last year, I actually took a chilli and left it on the soil, and you can see that the one on the left came up. So this one is 2.5 years old. This one is, I would say, 1 year old. And this one, actually, again, I did the same thing. I took a few chilies and then I propagated them. And this one is actually the fresh plant. This one actually popped up a month or 2 ago. So it's pretty fresh. So basically, you're looking at 3 generations of chili plants right over here. This is actually white mustard seeds plant. I don't know, I really love the blooms on it. Okay, this one is my favorite. Oh my god, I've been looking for this plant for quite some time. I have beautiful memories of spending time with this particular plant. This is actually touch me not plant, and every day after coming back from school, I used to come play with this plant, and then only I used to enter the house. I really adore this plant, and I finally was able to find it nearby. So I bought it, and yeah, you can see that it's doing pretty well. Or you can see a volunteer cilantro over there. This one is a succulent. I think it's called Japanese pagoda or something. Again, I have 2 IVs, one on the left, one on the right. And I have a few more plants over here. This one, it's actually citronella plant. This one actually smells really beautiful. Somehow I love the smell of this particular plant. This one is an ivy. See how beautiful it looks. Again, Portulaca. And this one is my spider plant. And finally, this one is ponytail palm plant again. So let me show you how my balcony looks. One final look. So I'm going to just quickly walk through my balcony and show you how peaceful it looks. As you can see, I love all my plants and I really like spending some time with them. So here, again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed looking at all my plants today.